Yeah, but that's a great paint shell just to throw in towards Bend now. That full flank retake coming in like you're talking about.
Toki trying to take this first point of contact. Will be in fact finding a kill before being shut down, and Annie and the rest of the team are there for the backup as well. Surrounded on every side, G2, they completely get decimated here. All those pistol win. Wow, that's the Kase we wanted to see.
Okay, starting things off strong now. At least for Kase Hydra, you think about the fact that, okay, there is a tiny break here into that B-Cubby.
3v4 post plant, and already you can see the counter util just being pushed out through here. Roxy and Glance and Petra, of course, all three of them, they converge on them from every single side, and there's just no defense that these players from Kase can really mount in. So often, if you're not careful, you into these smaller areas, especially with how G2 are, like you mentioned, playing for this map control. They just have the opportunity to surround them on every single side, and Kase so far, they haven't found an answer yet. So far, Lockdown, as you mentioned, invested here. Ash and the remaining of the players, they're just waiting for the push to possibly come out here. The G2 squad is quick to swarm onto site and take that early control. They're able to clear it out, so they know for a fact that the remainder of the players are playing off site. Glance with the shorty, walks into the smoke, takes out a huge kill there, and half the defuse already being struck through. All of it, in fact, attempting to come through here. Toki now in a 1v3 does find those first couple of kills with the defuse. There's not going to be enough time for it, and Toki coming out of Kase.
Massive clutch round there coming out from Toki, but part of that is also because with the fact that Roxy had that longest rotation over, and then you have to wait for the lockdown to be close to popping while you're pushing out here on C.
Well, at least the showstopper will enable them to take down Glance, but Roxy with their setup and that Odin is just too much, just shredding Kase apart here bit by bit, finally getting shut down here, but it might be just a little bit too late. Spike hasn't gone down either. 15 seconds left on the clock, no ultimates to work with, but for Petra, there's going to be the Seekers available to deny this from coming through. Has the angle, able to get one kill, bring it down to a 1v1 here, and Toki, the rest lies on her shoulders.
Oh, and again, it's the map control that Kase are struggling with. I still think that that last round, though, was honestly pretty good considering the fact that they had essentially pistols only on the side of Kase, and it really was mostly just Toki going in with that showstopper.
I don't know about this. Roxy again with the molly, able to find a kill, and Odin as well to boot, just spraying for dear life, finally being shut down by Mimi, though Mimi will only have 11 HP left now in a 1v3. Does have some time to work with, but again has to go aggressive to try and get a kill before even getting that spike down and to 8. Well, Ash, I can say one nice thing about Kase about this particular half is that they've done better than last time.
Man, we didn't have to go there, but we went there. We took the trip.
Operator still online for Mimi. The flash comes out, and Annie is at least able to get the kill, forcing this TP out. And Kase with those shares are able to find some devastating damage here on this particular site. They might not have the best positioning, but it's going to be Glance instead, finding not one but two clean headshots off the back of that angle, bringing this round back into G2's domain. Never mind, I take that back. Toki, absolutely insane with the Sheriff. Perhaps they're expecting that wallbang damage here. Roxy not investing that lockdown is an interesting choice. Just in fact trying to take those fights head to head and at the back of some really nice headshots. And of course that rush onto that ace side, just giving Mimi no chance to escape at all. And in that anti-eco in that first half, they're able to just kind of come through and break down this utility though, unfortunately, and Glance able to just walk up and find a kill onto Petite, making this retake just so much more difficult. Now Annie has the headhunter in hand, will be able to push forward, gets one kill at the very least, though Petra is there for the immediate trade. Toki as well as Mimi though, they're just able to swarm onto side off the back of that distraction, and they get a couple of kills of their own to boot. Now it's just down to the last remaining player, Roxy, in this 1v2, make that a 1v1. You do see the spike stick coming through, the spam not quite working out, and Toki with the paint shells available will be forced to just hold down the sport here.
Map that we were expecting to be pretty scary for Kase, and it seems like they really kind of just gathered themselves together after that first map. A split was really rough, there's no denying it, and we're seeing a much tighter competition here on Kase at the very least. Put out there here, Zach, and he has this tight corner. No one's gonna check.
That is so unlucky. Annie can't quite decide which player to shoot at and will be taken out of the equation very, very early on. Now Showstopper coming out of Sarah here, able to take down Killjoy on the site. A second kill as well with the help of the Vandal to boot. Mimi shuts her down, but Glance is there for the refrag. And of course, Roxy, as always, game here, right? Ash, they've been going for those quick executes, but now they're just happy to wait and see what exactly Kase is going to be throwing at them, and they're rewarded time and time again.
And that's kind of what they do so far.
Petra looking to get aggressive here, but still it's going to be the trades going in favor of Kase. The lockdown still ticking to boot, and that's going to force the remaining of these players off of the site at the very least. Now there's a smoke coming through on either side, as you do see Mimi trying to get the spike stuck through. The operator from Mimi not quite able to find too much value though. The spam to the smoke from Roxy will. Diffuser taken down. Crucial first one coming in on the flank as well to boot. Oh my god, Glance with a shorty. Reloads in front of Toki. That's going to be enough of a distraction though, and it will be G2 to find the round there. The help of that Showstopper, but it's going to be the counter popped as well, and Mimi takes down Sarah right in her track. The kills coming through on either side for the price. Toki with the Showstopper finds a crucial headshot, and Mimi on the opposite side takes down Petit. So that's going to mean the A side looks a little bit more vulnerable and juicy. The problem is that exactly there's no time. 10 seconds left. Glance is going to be forced to get the spike down on this particular site. Does have Mimi for the cover, but the timing, it's going to be so crucial here. That is going to be Toki. The swing through the kills and the defuse for Kase. 12-11. One away from creating history for.
I was feeling so safe. I was worried already about Mimi's positioning. It was so open, both towards that C-Link area and the top window situation. That is so rough.
It's going to be an additional 8 seconds that they can buy if they really choose to. Now Mimi going in for the jump peaks, spots out Petra, not able to connect the kills though, and that with that flank being cleared up, it's going to be the lockdown invested to boot on site. Mimi just fighting these kills, frag after frag. Annie and Toki desperately trying to keep things together, and oh, the paint shells take out Roxy and that lockdown. Suddenly they have a chance once again. A 1v2 situation. The defuse attempt comes in, but Glance, the hero of this game, the hero of this round, is gonna deny overtime and take G2 to 13. Absolute gorgeous work coming out of the squad here to deny that possibility of a map number 3. But Kase, my god, what a fight coming out of them. What a way to make a statement that we